This is Fido Friendly Travel Talk. Here's your host, Susan Sims.
Hey everybody, it's Susan Sims with Fido Friendly Travel Talk, brought to you by Animal Radio, where we talk about the travel and lifestyle for you and your furry best friends. I know we love our pets, and the best and worst days, well, it's the day we welcome them into our homes. That's the best day. And the worst day is when they cross Rainbow Bridge. My guest today is John Norman with EverAfter Art. They're makers of memorial art, which is inspired from our pets' ashes. Hey, John, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you.
You know, I'm just in love with what you guys do, and at this point, I'm really sorry this is audio only. So, at the end, we'll direct everybody where they can see this beautiful artwork. But let's start at the beginning. Let's tell us a little bit about EverAfter and what led you as a company to create this one-of-a-kind masterpiece.
Well, thank you very much for having me on today. And yeah, it's too bad we aren't visual because we are talking about art, which is all visual. But several years ago, a friend of mine had mentioned that he knew of a chemist that had created a process where he was able to take just a small amount of ash, like a teaspoonful, and he created this solution that extracts the essential chemistry that's left in the ashes because when you do the fire cremation, it basically burns all the organic material, and what's left is the magnesium and the potassium and all the other essential chemistry that's still in there. And we put the ash in the solution for a period of time. And then we take it out, and our process, we put it on a microscope slide, and then the solution dries into crystal formation. And at that point, we put it under a polar on the microscope, and it shows off these beautiful colors and patterns and everything. And we take a digital image of that. And then that is basically is what we call the essence of the animal's spirit or soul, whatever you want to say. But each creation is absolutely unique and new. And we don't modify the colors. We don't modify the patterns. It is what it is. And that's what's so beautiful about it.
Yeah, it's truly stunning. So walk us through, we're going to get on your website and walk us through how we're going to place our order. What do we need to do?
So it's very simple. You go to everafterart.com, and there are a few videos to watch. It explains the process and everything. All you have to do is click on the button, proceed with creating your own artwork, and you fill in the information of your name and, of course, put in your pet's name. And then when you check out, we send you a kit, we call it in the mail, which has a small spoon and a glass jar for you to put just a teaspoonful of ash in the jar. We give you the return envelope that goes in. You drop it off at the U.S. mail, and then we get it back to our lab, and we scan all we scan the jar with the ash to make sure that it stays with your name and the pet's name, so there's no chance of it being mixed up with anybody else's. There's a barcode on the jar when we send it to you, and then we put it through the process, and then in a couple weeks we send the pet parent a digital image, a high resolution or high definition image that they can use however they want. They can put it on their phone. They could take it to a printer, do whatever they want, send it to their friends, put it on social media. And then we also send them a few days after that, they will get an 8x10 printed acrylic plaque that they can put on their shelf or their desk or whatever, which is the high resolution image printed out.
Oh, that's stunning. And I know what there are different sizes, correct? What would we look at the different sizes? How many are those that we need to choose
So
from?
when you place your order, you automatically get the digital image plus you get the 8x10. And then there's on the website, as you're checking out, if you want to do a canvas, you can. There's three different sizes, everything from a 20x16 to a 40-inch, a nice size difference. And you can put that in your shopping cart as well. And if you order one of those, then that comes directly to you from the printer.
Oh, and so what's been the feedback from your clients?
Well, it's really gratifying to have a product, a pet memorial product that helps grieving parents, because I just recently went through the whole process of losing a pet of 13 years, and I know how difficult that time is and how the grief process and feeling sad and so on. And then when you get this piece of art that was, it's vibrant, it's colorful, it's beautiful, and you know that that was created from the pet spirit, it makes you think of happy times rather than makes you think of the tragedy of losing your pet. So I get emails daily from people saying how happy that this art makes them feel. I've had comments like, well, it feels like I'm coming home to my pet again because I'm seeing this. I'm not looking at an urn sitting on the shelf that I know has got, ashes in it. I'm seeing this the essence of my pet in this artwork.
Yeah, I always say that our pets are heartbreaks in the making, but it's one we would never, ever doubt that we would do it again. They're just special spirits with unconditional love. We're just lucky that we get to have them, right?
Oh, absolutely. I think that that's the universal thought, is that we would do it all again, even though it's that difficult to lose a pet. And in some small way, I think Ever After Art is helping those pet parents dealing with that grief. It's one thing to look at like a photo of your pet, that you've had while he was living. It's another to see something creative that they created for you after their life. So in a very profound way, it's part of the healing process. And like I said, that is just a wonderful, I love knowing that I'm helping these people that are feeling the sorrow to feel just a little bit better.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. So, before I let you go, is there anything else you'd like to share with our listeners? And most importantly, where's the best place for them to learn more about Ever After Art?
Well, the best place is to go to everafterart.com. Like I say, we have a very comprehensive website that has the different images of different pets and testimonials. You can read what people say about their art and what they felt like when they got it done. So I think it's a very information. The information there is great to have. And like I said, the ordering process is very simple. We have people that have had pets ashes at home for years and years, and then they order the kit and we do this process for them. So they only have to send in, like I say, just a tiny bit, a teaspoonful of ash. So it's a very easy process. And like I say, we've done thousands of orders already. And I can say we've had 100% satisfaction.
That's amazing. I so appreciate what you do, and I so appreciate you taking the time to talk with me today. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
That's it for Fido Friendly Travel Talk. You have been listening to my guest, John Norman, with EverAfter Art, makers of fine art from our beloved pets' ashes. It's truly beautiful. Everybody, please take a look at that and go to their website. I think you're going to really appreciate what they do. For more information about today's show or just about traveling with Fido, log on to FidoFriendly.com. Until next time, travel safe and leave no dog behind. This is Susan Sims with Fido Friendly Travel Talk.